Cancer. Today is the day of Cancer for me. All the readings I'm doing are for you. So I'm starting with the September reading. I'll be going on into the autumn forecast and end with the September love. It's interesting up to now, Cancer, how these readings, I spend a day on each sign, how they are, how they paint a big picture. Very interesting doing it this way. I like this format. So, Cancer, this is your day. All focus is on you. This is your September forecast. Thank you for clicking on my channel. Welcome to the journey home. My name is Catherine and I live in Nova Scotia. The head cards were pre-shuffled to save time. The head of your reading, which will affect all the cards laid out, is the Emperor. Nice to see a number 4. 8 of air. 4 of air. 2 of air. Messenger of air. Whoa. All right, let's take a minute here. I had to think, what sign am I doing? Cancer, right. Air is all about information, knowledge, truth. We have the Sun card. At the heart of your reading, we have 9 of fire, 2 of fire, 2 of earth. So if the Emperor is affecting these energies, the Emperor is about control. This is feeling stuck. This is healing. This is decision making. And this is enlightenment. Learning something. Perhaps these two are attached. This is a decision that is difficult. But it also looks like subconsciously you've already made this decision. That law of attraction has already been put out, even before you consciously said, all right, that's what I'm going to do. Subconsciously, you've already decided. Not an easy decision. Perhaps you are spending that time in your head. This is about, in the mind, the air, the absorption of energies of knowledge, navigating your path, your journey. So whatever this was, Cancer, it is taking you towards happiness. Even though it wasn't an easy decision, it's one that is draining you of energy. But even as you are checking your fuel tanks, you are healing. You are gaining a greater understanding. That's all that air. You are gaining a greater understanding of all you have accomplished to now before facing that final battle to win the war. Do I have what it takes? Do I have enough? Healing taking place, maybe a little wound licking from past battles. No matter, once that decision is made, it's out of your hands. And guides and guardians, and universe, the cosmos, spirit, sends all that energy into that path. All paths, whether we, no matter if they're good or bad, or we learn. So anyway, law of attraction, it's here, out of your hands, taking you to where you need to be. And this is going to bring you a lot of happiness and realization that this is busy energy, but energy that makes things more balanced for you. Makes things more handleable. Is that a word? Being able to handle better. Oh, that'll bring you fulfillment. King of air. Queen of water. Three of Air. There seems to be someone nasty here. Beware, beware. Someone nasty in September. And I'm saying nasty because, well, it can be nasty energy, but this is non-emotional, like cold at heart. Maybe this person has emotions that run deep, but on the surface, they come across as cold. This could also be about practicalities. Being pragmatic. Legal. This may even to do with health as well. Like laws of the universe are in place and some laws can't be broken, blah, blah, blah. About the time you want to flip them with a bird. But the universe is taking you into that period of protection. Now we have this emotional fulfillment, this joy, right underneath this Eight of Air. So this looks like an awareness or an understanding coming to you, that subconscious figuring it all out, because Emperor is the right side of the brain. So knowledge is coming in from source. The meaning of you feeling stuck, maybe this isn't about you being stuck. This is maybe taking the time out for that healing, preparing for that event in September that is going to be the most significant for you. Now, this would make me feel like that psychic connection to source. Now, there's that light from the Hermit. And the Hermit is left brain, gets that light from the Emperor to navigate. But not in this case. You are navigating right through the right brain here. It's already manifesting in, this plane, this dimension. This pain. So is this message coming in a painful message, but it's going to lighten your load? What the heck does that mean? This is very strange, having all this across the top. Almost like a setting of, why am I feeling threat and a nasty person? Like, I got that from him right off the top, but I'm also getting just cold. Maybe there's something under that surface. You're intuiting. Maybe your intuitions and your, that connection with source is going through a healing process right now. You know how we misjudge people. We give people the benefit of the doubt and they turn out to be an absolute jerk. So pain. Let's clarify this. Let's get some kind of a picture. And this is the month of September. Yeah, so let's just continue here. Endurance. So we're in control here, Cancer. This doesn't feel like a huge threat. It just feels like where you feel stuck, things that you have to put up with, like you have to put up with going to the same routine that bores the heck out of you. And I feel like I need to take that back too. Because you're going through this healing process. This is turning into a very strange Eight of Air ancestor. So maybe it is about routine. Something that has been going on for a long time. Maybe you feel held back or stuck in a situation of responsibility because you inherited it, either spiritually or physically, or your place in that DNA line. Tradition. healing. Boy, this really is starting to look like something going on an esoteric level. I wonder how this is going to manifest in the physical, because there's a lot of esoteric stuff going on here, a lot of spiritual energies. We've got tradition now. So this healing energy is, going way, way back. It's also returning you to solid ground, where you can be anchored. Perhaps that's where your ancestors are stepping in here to help to anchor you on this part of the whole, the body whole on this journey. The mirror, boy, I hope that made sense. Very difficult sometimes to articulate in words energies that flow when I'm looking at cards, in visuals, in pictures, and a decision. Now, this could be truth denial. Not wanting, maybe someone just didn't want to accept the truth of something, and you need to make a difficult decision. This feels like you have no choice. Because if we deny looking in the mirror, or if we only look in the mirror, if we only see a reflection of what reality is, perhaps this means, Cancer, that what is manifesting is emerging now, manifesting in this reality. But again, difficult, because what is manifesting? Is it in truth? Is it realistic? Or is it like denial of what reality is? It could be you feeling that deniability, or having Cancer, this is a really strange reading, really strange struggle. Yeah, someone's going to struggle with hearing something that they perhaps it's something you always believed was one truth, but then now it's undeniable that was a lie, and this is what's truth. Reality check, a hard reality check. The Woodward. Well, this is a good time to take a break, right? This is a good time to get grounded. This is a good time to walk in nature and reconnect with that higher self. What is interesting about this time we are moving into, I've been talking for a long time about humanity entering the big ugly, into the peak of the big ugly phase this summer and into the fall. That emotional is going to be, it's going to peak, June, July, August, but it continue this for a few months before we go into a recovery. So the Woodward is, it's a shamanistic energy, knowing when to take a break. And for you men out there, Cancer men, this would be a good time for you to, September, depending on what part of the world you're at, sun your balls. Yeah, we need to reground. This is the feeding of the sun. And I want to specifically add, because I know that this is the happy card, the joyful card. You're going to get that when you ground. You're going to get that because you're going to get the energy from the galactic center of DNA strengthening just by being grounded, going to nature, taking that time. Look at this, taking that, whether it's a weekend, a day, a morning, an afternoon, something that you set aside for you. Because why are you in this position? It is a feeling of being stuck. There's something ancestral going on here. Something that goes back in the DNA and the generations. Now let's talk about the galactic center for just a moment, because we are coming full on into Aquarius age now. We've risen above the galactic plane, which means we're coming out of a lot of density and darkness, coming out of the dark age. So even though, for eons, humanity was worshiping the sun in different religions, it isn't true life or true light. It's like the hermit's lantern to get us through that dark time. And we held on to methods or basic memories to survive. Now that we are coming into from dark to light, out of the density, that is what is emerging, the celestial light of the center of the galaxy. This plays with our DNA. It brings forth knowledge. Our technologies are going to take right off. But back to reality in Cancer. In September, if you get an iggling to grab a moment of nature, do it. It's going to heal you physically, spiritually. There's 2 9s here for that final battle, which, by the way, you're going to win anyway. But wouldn't you like to celebrate in full top form? Mental, spiritual, physical balance. 8 of bows, hearth fire. Gathering with those you love, friends, family, community. Having that battle, or okay, whichever Cancer might be that out there, that is your state, province, neighborhood, one of the ones that have been breaking out into, civil unrest, civil. This is a feeling of such unity. So no longer looking through that mirror. Maybe that's why I got that energy of the subconscious. Well, it's obvious there, but the subconscious had already made the decision before you made the physical one, because it was part of the destiny, part of the journey, part of the path. You know how biblically it says, he knew the end in the beginning. And you know the end of your path at the beginning before you even come here. We look through a mirror at our time on Earth, but the veil is thinning. We're coming into that galactic center. And at the most critical period in human history, which is why I feel like doing these readings have been really fulfilling. I'm actually time traveling. This isn't September. I'm about, well, to be exact, today is June 2nd for me. But I do know what's coming. It's what I do. I time travel and I know stuff. I should have a t-shirt that says that. I'm enjoying these readings to see where we're going. And this isn't all I do to study that, but to really look deeply into where humanity is going. The spoiler alert is we do win. And we are coming into an amazing, amazing time. Here is the way that we need to travel to keep our strength up. So watch your health in September. Take that time for the healing. Really enjoy it. You are going to be filled up. Just filled up. So something you hear, this feels like a real hard reality check. And it's not just for you. Perhaps there's going to be people coming towards you, What do you think, Cancer? What should we do? What do you think? Your input. Well, there's this, whatever this is, this reality check, Cancer, is going to bring a sense of mourning. The old world is dying and there's sadness involved. So you can cry on your guardian's back while your guardian takes you to the finish line, because the law of attraction, that's how it works. The decision was made. And now, without effort, you are being carried there. So go ahead and cry. It is cleansing. It is healing. And I get the sense that there's so much connection here with ancestors, family, soulmates. And the soulmates who've passed that can't be with us, you know, on this leg of the journey. The guardian. Bringing you to balance. It is going to be a struggle for you to face some truth, or it's going to be a struggle for someone to face truth. Oh, I love this. No matter what that says, no matter what that says, there is no illusions about the basics. This comes in your ancestry, in that shamanistic return to the earth, grounding yourself, purifying by fire. Well, here, this is seeing absolute truth, absolute reality, and the beauty of it. So there are some things that will never be lost. There was these stones, ancestral stones, stones that you built, erected yourself, have also healed, helped to heal you. So we have this beauty, this emotional fulfillment, that what matters is family. And this Queen of Arrows, she does not, she's approachable. The door is open. The meal is on the table. You know, welcome. But if you've come to steal from me, I will see right through you and cut you off at the knees. That's what that means. The breath of life. So yeah, there seems to be a cutting off. So maybe it was the message that was nasty. You know, the reality check or something that was revealed. Maybe there is a finalization of a divorce, a finalization of a splitting that required, you know, divorce papers. But this can be a brand new beginning. This breath of life is going forward in absolute truth. The laws of the universe in place. We've been given our reality check as humanity. Now let's get down to business and build. And how this softens this corner. Because with the King of Air, the match is the Queen of Arrows. This is excellent communication. Loving communication. That feeling that, wow, it's really good to have you guys around. Thanks for being there. Depending on each other. Let's get to work. Maybe juggling a lot. But being able to depend on each other. This could be one person, but it feels like family. It feels like more than one person. It could be community. It could be a group you belong to. Two of bows. There it is again. This was an emotional decision. It was a hard struggle to absorb this truth. There was a mourning process, but we have the same energy here. Two of bows, two of fire. Although emotional, you are being guided on this path. There is that psychic connection that keeps drawing you. And I got to tell you, Cancer, if this has anything to do with losing loved ones to the other side, it is my strong opinion that when you pass over, there is some science in this, but when you pass over, the dead are still in our midst. And it could be, there could be a connection here too. I just want to throw this out, Cancer. It could be a connection with ETs. You know how all of this stuff is coming out about ETs? How do we know that some of these ETs aren't from, they're sharing the same psychic level as, but we don't see each other because they vibrate at a different level. Just that's a theory, but there is some science that is unfolding. I think we're going to find out more and more about the things we didn't understand about death. I think that that's part of what's been hidden from us from so long, and this is why that they try to keep disclosure from humanity, because we're going to find out a lot of truth that for while we were in the dark ages of this galactic density, we were living in a death cult world. We were conquered and exploited and easy pickings because it was dark. Oh my. Your reading really turned out to be quite deep and dark. Not bad, but deep, because we have pain, but also you proceeding through this healing process. I feel like I'm telling the future of the world here, not just Cancer. So this, if it was about the world, it's like we're going to be going through this recovery process for a very long time. It could take years, but we are on solid ground. It is a healing process. There are some things that are painful, but suffering is optional. We are just going to be more conservative in our decision making going forward. You may be the indicator for me here too, Cancer, that going through the big ugly, September may be where we see some fallout on, global matters. So if we go back to this turned into a long reading too, didn't it? Sorry about that. If we go back to the overall energy that affects all of this, the message would be that you are in control. Everything is in control. Spirit is in control. Your kingdom is protected. Hunker down until the storm is over. I'll end this with a quick peek at love. A message or advice about love for Cancer. But at the end of today, I'll have done a love reading for you for September. The next one I'm going to be doing, though, is the autumn forecast for you. September, October, November, just an overview. All of these have an astrology page built for them. So any video, there's usually a link in the description below where you can click on and go to the astrological page attached to this reading, where I pull out where the planets are and how it affects you in that month. Whether it's love, career, there is a separate page for every reading. A message for Cancer regarding love. Do I want all that? Sure, says Cancer. Retreat. So, well, that harkens back, doesn't it, to retreating. Tradition. There is going to be a moment of retreating. You're going to need it. And you're going to be so filled up. This almost feels like where answers come to you. Everything starts to fall into place because of that law of attraction. Now universe is in control. You're in control. You had control of the destiny. Now universe is taking over. It's like, hang on tight, Cancer, but there's really nothing to be fearful of. You know, just plan for popcorn and marshmallows. In the month of September. Retreat. So very soon this energy is going to happen. In September. Very soon. This energy is... That clarifies these two cards. This was the decision card, but as I said, this was also already subconsciously decided. So very soon, this is coming to you. This is going to happen. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So for some of you who are single, there it is. And this could be through these gatherings or a gathering. Romantic feelings and deception. That's where that hard, difficult message comes in, I think. Almost like someone comes and says to you, you're waiting to go home at 4 after a hard day's work. And someone comes up to you and says, you're going to have to stay until 8 tonight. Stuck. Struggle. A message. This drum, ancestral drum, it's that heartbeat of your journey. So there's something that's going to be either hard to see, hard to hear, a denial of reality. It comes to place here though. Cancer, take heart. That energy is moving through no effort from you now. It's all good. I have to say that. Because if we don't look for the good, we'll only live in the bad, right? Check out that astrology page. It'll be interesting to see what that says. What will be interesting is as the day progresses. The next one's the autumn one. And then after that, the love reading for September. May shed a bigger picture here. It has for other signs. I'm really enjoying this format. Anyway, enough of my blathering. My subscribers, God bless you. And for those who haven't subscribed, please do. And I hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye for now.